Welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. We say big up to Sean Paul, right? Before we even start this one today, we're going to talk about Sean Paul and is Sean Paul not dark-skinned enough to be considered a dancehall artist? So recently, when we did a little video on Sean Paul, we poked fun at a couple of things that was meant to be pretty much a fun video and a video that, you know, we did do at SouFLoTV though. It was strictly for entertainment purposes then. And I'm talking about the video that Sean Paul did recently, the interview with the Breakfast Club, where him and Charlamagne did a talk about eat pum pum and them something there. But past that now, I can't do a video like that, right? And poke fun and all that at the man without speaking on this, because it was during that a lot of things were said in the comment section on SouFLoTV. So we have to go get to the root of this then. Right? Now, a lot of people are saying that Sean who? Nobody not listen to Sean Paul in Jamaica. Sean Paul is not even Jamaican. You had Jamaicans that were saying Sean Paul is not even Jamaican. You had Jamaicans that were saying that Sean Paul is irrelevant. And nobody listens to Sean Paul in Jamaica and these kinds of things. Now, me being me, I'm telling you that I still have Sean Paul music and we still play it, because for me, Sean Paul is lyrical. Right? Sean Paul is one of the most lyrical lyricists in dancehall. I'm highly overlooked. I don't know why. Sean Paul ride a rhythm very well. Better than most. That too, his lyrical skills and his delivery is something that is up there for me. Right? As an artist. Now, not only that, also let's talk about the fact that he has never done a bag of gunman, badman tune. That was never his niche. That was never his thing to do. Right? We know the lane where Sean Paul running out with theme thing and him bust way and take it to the world. Right? Now, I'm reading this little piece right here, and it says that Forbes magazine, one of the most surprised, Forbes magazine is featuring Sean Paul. Me don't know if Forbes magazine does music reviews. I'm thinking Forbes magazine deals with like people's wealth and who's top 10 and most paid entertainer, most paid athlete, so on and so forth. I must say that Sean Paul must have made a killing this year, 2016, and Forbes magazine picked it up. So it's saying that the respected business magazine noted that the 44-year-old artist owes his resurgence either to an expertly curated strategy on the part of his management, his record label, and him, or it just happened to work with the right artist at the right time, right? So them I say either management proper now, or is a combination of things, or is it that he just happened to work with the right artist at the right time? Sean Paul is heavily in demand all around the world, has never stopped traveling, and performs. I think he's probably been almost everywhere, right? Sean Paul is now a household name. But you still have Jamaicans saying, "Me not even listen to feed music." And I want to know why. When I've dug into this before, I've heard the skin color thing come up. Like people are saying certain doors were bust open for Sean Paul just because white people can more relate to him, and white people are the ones that actually buy music. Black people don't really buy music. And if you look at them concert, them you will see a sea of white people there. But shit, it's in a European country he's performing. So of course you're going to see a sea of white people there. So come talk to me in the comment section on this. The Grammy-winning DJ has had a golden run this year, 2016. He is a guest on British singer Sia's Cheap Thrills, which went #1 in the United States. Right? 10 years after Sean Paul entered the Billboard Top 10 on his own with Temperature, Where You Gonna, and Give It Up to Me. 3 songs on Billboard Top 10, 10 years ago. He's back on the Billboard Top 10 this year at #1 on somebody else's song, right? He is also in on the British group Clean Bandit's hit song Rockabye, which is #1 in the United Kingdom. And according to Forbes, while the dance track for Rockabye hasn't yet made such of an impact in the United States, there's a precedent for such a thing happening, and there is no telling if it is meant to be. While these songs aren't Sean Paul's name, they are helping to resuscitate his career. Also, to reintroduce him to a younger generation that might not know his work that well, right? So teaming with hot new acts, it worked for the 44-year-old. I don't know why they keep saying 44 years old, 44 years old. Can't the man just be a man? Can't he just be, it worked for the artist? Why them have to put the age in there? He signed a recording deal with Island Records UK in August of 2016 and has just released 2 new songs. One is called No Lie with Dua Lipa and Take Away Your Heart, which features Tory Lanez. Now the Take Away Your Heart one with Tory Lanez, I've heard it, it's bad no blood cleat. I should actually do a SouFLoTV pen and paper upon it. It is bad, go look it up. Tory Lanez with Sean Paul on Take Away Your Heart. Just Google it or YouTube it and you'll find it, right? He's one of the very few reggae greats to have gone global. What Sean has done for Jamaica and helping reggae music crossing over makes him nothing short of a cultural icon. Darcus BC, president of Island Records, told Billboard. Sean Paul first made his Sean Paul first made his mark in 2002, right? With the album Dirty Rock, which produced a number of hit songs such as Gimme the Light, Light Glue, and Get Busy. Now, this album was my favorite song. Not my favorite song, but my favorite album, and I still have the Dirty Rock album, right? It's a black and red album. Me still have it, me still rock out to it. I especially like the part how the album started, because it started with, I think the engineer was British, and the engineer did that say, "Alright mate, so you ready?" And Sean Paul said, "Yeah man, yeah, cue up the thing," and him go in there and the youth give him say, "I want dancehall, right?" And the youth say, "Yeah." And he give him one beat where some rock shit. And Sean Paul was like, no, dancehall, rude boy, dancehall. And him give him, and he's like, yo, my youth, hey, dancehall, me say. And then he give me just give me the light. That song, that whole album was bad. If you don't have the Dirty Rock album from Sean Paul, is a classic album, right? Dirty Rock, Give Me the Light, Light Glue, and Get Busy. Them songs there and more for the album, epic. See? Now about Sean Paul being too light-skinned for downtown, and people are say, a Uptown him belong, a Uptown boy, and him not really fitting at the dancehall thing, the rough and rugged thing. Long gone are the days when dancehall music required you to be really dark-skinned, come from the garrison with a big telephone cut in your face, and your clothes look a certain way, rather hang out of your back pocket with gold teeth in the front of your mouth, and one of them hairstyle there with enough line and design. Those days are gone, okay? And that dancehall, depend. And it has evolved over the years. You can't expect the art to be stagnant. So when people come and people tell me that Sean Paul not really represent Jamaica, I have to defer with that, okay? I have to defer with that. I've said this before, that the only thing I had with Sean Paul was, me feel say him doing kind of this vibes Cartel in a little way. You don't know it's a Cartel I'm an artist. And I was saying that, well, Cartel catch himself in a bad situation right now, so don't step on the brother. Be very careful of what you're about to say, because the man still a fight for him freedom. And anything you say can be used because your platform is huge. So people can very well run with it and say, well, if Sean Paul feels say, him dash away him thing because he was involved in thing, then that's how we are going to look upon it too, right? Because Sean Paul could influence 100 million people to feel the same way, if you get where I'm going with this. So when he said anything, but dash with that and beside that, you still cannot take away. This is my opinion. I still want to hear what the SouFLoTV audience has to say in the comment section below. Is Sean Paul relevant to dancehall? In my opinion, I say yes. Is Sean Paul an icon in dancehall music? In my opinion, I say yes. Is Sean Paul still very much current? His music on a global scale. Remember, I know, we're not talking about in a Jamaica, you know, because some people there Jamaica and them are run them little lane and them corners and them fields and them global. But that is not global. I'm talking about when you travel on the continents, when you're jumping continent, then you're global, right? So is Sean Paul still very much current on the global level? Me, say yes, right? Should Sean Paul get a high level of respect in dancehall music? Me, say yes. The only other thing that I've always said is Sean Paul got way up there. Way up there. And me never yet see him come back to Jamaica and go take a few youth. Well, remember him didn't have Dirty Cup on them man there, and him brethren get slapped away and it hit him really hard. So I don't know if that had something to do with it. But I know that Sean Paul used to power with a Rasta when he had Dirty Cup. So I want to talk about Dirty Cup when I talk about the chalice, your cup dirty, cause you know me, I said them thing there if you understand that talk. But I don't know if that was what impacted him, the loss of his brethren, when say, you know what, me just go the route to myself, or I don't know what it is. I don't know if he had a bitter taste in his mouth towards Jamaica, as far as Jamaica has never given him the props he deserves, kind of thing. I don't know, and that is the reason why. But I've always held this against Sean Paul also, because I've spoken it in public, so I'm not going to come here and say nothing different. Sean Paul could have went back to Jamaica, grabbed some youth, whether out of the garrison or down a country or wherever. Because whether it's garrison, whether it's uptown, downtown, whether Ochi, Negril, Mobile, Clarendon, Manchester, St. Ann, wherever it is still Jamaica. And still we place. Okay? So let's not act like uptown are foreign and downtown are a different country. Right? Because the people enough of the people from uptown deal with people downtown, and people downtown and them people uptown too. So I don't know how the thing go. Sean Paul should have and could have, in my opinion, came back, formulated a couple of groups out of Jamaica, used his connections that he has had or built over the years, and put these acts on a stage. That way, like Mr. Winfred Williams was saying, you pass it on. You keep brand Jamaica out there in them face, because people get tired of you after a while. So they want to see what is coming next. Well, you had the door open, so while the door was open for you, you should have held the door open, draw a couple more in with you, so you know, say right after you go through them, say, yeah, Sean Paul get him 10-year run, who next? Right, see next group here, Dirty Cup, or see next group here, Black and Mighty, or see the next group here, whatever you want to call the next group, but it's a next Jamaica brand with the same brand of music and branding our thing like that. Understand? I don't know if you understand, but like, comment, share, and subscribe, and leave your comment in the comment section below. Sean Paul deserve him respect, yes or no, in Jamaica? Sean Paul an intricate part of dancehall music, and why? Please elaborate why Sean Paul is not seen as, or is not respected so much amongst, as to say a person like a Vibes Cart, or the darker skinned people them then. I'm out. Peace.